Brilliance Audio.
The Perfect Summer by Luanne Rice. Performed by Kate Rudd. It was a perfect summer day. That was Bay McCabe's thought as she stood in her backyard, a basket of just-washed clothes at her feet, a late afternoon sea breeze blowing off the sound. The garden was spectacular this year. Old roses, hollyhocks, delphinium, daylilies, and rosa rugosa were in bloom. Birds dipped into the water pooled in a rock cleft, and thick green stonecrop softened the contours of granite ledge. Bay felt almost shocked with the beauty of it all, and she forced herself to put down the clothespins and pay attention. Life is made up of golden moments. She had learned that at her grandmother's knee. Annie and Billy were at the beach with friends, and Peg was at Little League practice. It was a rare thing for Bay to have the house and yard to herself during the summer, and she intended to take advantage of every minute. She had called Sean at the bank to remind him of his promise to pick up Peg from practice. Bay had met her best friend, Tara O'Toole, at the beach for a swim, and now she was going to hang the wash on the line and wait for everyone to come home for dinner. Sunlight streamed down on her red hair and freckled arms. She wore shorts and a sleeveless white shirt, and she worked quickly, from years of watching her grandmother. Mary O'Neill had shown her how it was done. One wooden clothespin in her mouth, the other clipping sheets to the line. Sean teased that the neighbors would judge them, think he wasn't making enough money if his wife had to hang laundry out to dry. He even wanted to hire a gardener. Never mind that digging in the dirt was one of her favorite things, that trying to outdo Tara in the competition, the only real one between them, to grow the tallest sunflowers and hollyhocks and most beautiful roses and prettiest pots of lemon-drop marigolds, gave her reason to get up at dawn every morning. Every morning, she went out to water the garden during the quiet hour before anyone else woke up, waving at Tara doing the same thing in her garden across the creek, then returning inside to make breakfast. All through the day, while her kids were out and about, she would return to the garden to nurture her plants. Pruning, watering, feeding the roots. How could Sean not understand how important that was to her? How could he really think that Mary O'Neill's granddaughter would ever let her garden be cared for by a stranger? Bay just laughed and kissed Sean, said he was too good to worry about what people thought about a little dirt under her fingernails or a few sheets flapping on the line. Her granny was from the old country, and Bay was a banker's wife, but she had learned the simple pleasures as a child and never forgotten them. When she had finished hanging the laundry, the bright clothes looked sharp against the blue sky, signal flags in a painting. "Mom!" Billy called, tearing around the corner of the white shingled house. He had wet hair, sandy feet, and a wild look in his blue eyes that revealed his worry that something in life might happen without him. "What are we doing tonight? Are we going miniature golfing after dinner like Dad said? Because if we are, can I ask Russell to come with us?" "Sure, honey," Bay said, smiling at her 11-year-old son. He had his father's golden coloring. Even with sunblock, his skin turned honey brown and, to his sister's chagrin, didn't freckle. "Where's Annie?" "Right behind me," he said, glancing over his shoulder. "I think she's going to ask if she can invite someone too. It's okay with me if she does." "It is it?" Bay asked, suppressing a smile. She had noticed her son growing up this summer. He had grown 2 inches since last year. He would be tall, blonde, and handsome, just like his dad. And his attitude toward his sister's friends had taken a radical shift from the teasing and tormenting of summers past. Just then the phone rang inside the house, a high trill. Bay turned toward the door, but Billy was faster. "I'll get it," he called, again making her smile. Just last week, Tara had said, "This is the summer your son gets socially activated. He's got an on button that's going to be the bane of your existence. He's got his mother's eyes and his father's personality. The girls had better watch out."